you from the third floor of the Rhode Island State House. My name is Dave Barber. In a segment we call Capitol Spotlight, we essentially put the spotlight on a member of the General Assembly and discuss some of the things they've been working on. A gentleman who always answers our call. We're certainly pleased to have him with us this day. He's a freshman member of the Rhode Island House of Representatives, but he's a seasoned veteran when it comes to politics. From Federal Hill, State Representative John Lombardi. Come sta?
Don't shed male, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing molto bene, molto bene. It's great to see you. You've been very busy, I think because of your political experience and the fact that you understand how government and politics works. You certainly hit the ground running. You have a number of pieces of legislation already in the hopper. One deals with surcharges to citizens who want to use their credit card. You want to prohibit retailers from doing that. I heard that news story. Some are opting not to do it just voluntarily, but others may. Bring us up to speed on all that.
Sure, Dave. As you accurately represented, that's a matter that concerns the consumer. I'm certainly very consumer-oriented. And what it does, it allows the credit card companies to pass the cost on to the consumer. Several states have already enacted legislation that would prohibit that, and I think that Rhode Island, in an abundance of caution, should do that. As I indicated, it is a consumer protection bill and certainly something that I support.
And oftentimes, these credit card fees are pretty significant. I mean, just the interest rates alone are significant. Are there parameters on what the retailers can charge in terms of the amount?
Well, sure, but I think this cuts it basically in half. I mean, it could be as much as 4 or 5%. And as you know, Dave, if you owe a couple of $1,000s in credit card expenses, 5% is a significant amount.
No question. Now, another piece of legislation you're working on essentially might take you out of a job. You want to put term limits on members of the General Assembly. Why is that?
Well, I think it's something that I heard about as I was campaigning. I walked my neighborhood 3 different times. Haven't been in the city council for many, many years. I think it's time to do that. It creates change within the General Assembly. It creates change within the leadership. And 12 years, if you can't get anything accomplished within 12 years, you probably shouldn't be in office. But really, you have like another 14 or 16 years because it wouldn't become law for 2 or 4 years. And once that happens, I think it's good. It's good to have change.
But Representative Lombardi, what about those who say, "Hey, we have term limits. It's called voting"?
Sure, but the problem is that people don't like that. This would definitely guarantee. This is what we did in the City Council in Providence, Dave. There did not seem to be a taste to support it, but once they said 3-4 year terms, several council members embraced that, and that's how we got to that point.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Speaking in terms of politics, another piece of legislation you would like to see happen would prevent lobbyists from giving people like you, a sitting member of the Rhode Island House, money or campaign contributions while you're in session. Expound on that, if you would, Representative.
Sure. This is about openness, transparency, predictability, and by the book. I think this eliminates some of the pull that exists over elected officials. I think it levels the playing field. And again, this is an ethical concern. This is a legal concern. And it's just something that's near and dear to my heart. And I think it at least create the appearance that there's not an unfair bargaining position.
Well, again, I think this will be very, very interesting to watch. Certainly will be debated with a great deal of spirit. I want to thank you so much for visiting with us today right before session. As you can hear, the bell is going off.
Sure.
You're ready to get started. Thank you so much. Stata bono.
Grazie. You too. Thank you, my friend.
My pleasure. And, of course, we could not do it without you. Thank you so much for watching. It's called Capitol Spotlight. My name is Dave Barber.